Well, you may know him as the God of Thunder, but our next guest is taking on a new role that has him running from a detective.
Yeah, we are joined by the one, the only, Chris Hemsworth this morning with more on his film, Crime 101. Good morning to you, Chris.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Any chance you have any stolen items in your pocket right now? Any jewelry that doesn't belong to you?
I can't tell you. I'm an intelligent criminal that I wouldn't give up myself that easy.
So this movie and your character is interesting because obviously we mentioned a lot of folks know you as Thor, and I think by nature superhero characters sometimes can lack a little bit of nuance. This character though, very nuanced. He's a jewel thief, but he also leaves his victims with their phone so they don't lose their family photos. I'm curious if that was a conscious decision for you to move into a different role like this.
Yeah, it was certainly something I was looking for. I have loved and still love my time in the Marvel Universe, and it's been big and entertaining. But I haven't been sent many scripts like this. And Bart Layton, the director, called me and said, look, I think there's an opportunity for you to do something very different and relatable. And, he's a criminal, but he has a heart, he has a moral code. He is conflicted. He lives in the gray areas of life rather than the sort of cut and clean, good guy, bad guy scenario. And I think people, an audience, appreciate that. There's far more ambiguity in life, and we're all faced and posed with moral questions which kind of shift accordingly to our circumstances. So I loved it.
I do want to bring the superheroes into this just a little bit because obviously, as we mentioned, you played Thor. Mark Ruffalo, who is in the movie, he plays the detective. He is the Hulk from Marvel. But then you've got Halle Berry, who has played DC's Catwoman. Yeah. I heard that you were intimidated to do this role with Halle Berry. Why?
Oh, she's just a goddess. She's so incredibly talented. She's such an icon. And when someone walks on a set with such grace and humility and that, such a body of work that you admire, you can't help but, and it doesn't matter how many times it happens, to just get sort of overwhelmed in that space. But it really helped because my character at that point in the film needs to be, he's trying to act confident, but actually he's uncomfortable. And so it helped very much. But I just found myself watching in awe and then realizing I have to speak, I have to contribute to the scene.
Oh, yeah, it's a shame you guys couldn't get any big names to be in the movie. You mentioned, though, about how your character, has to speak with confidence, but it kind of belies what's inside of him. You yourself have been very open about how you have felt the same way in Hollywood, that you have one vision of what a Hollywood star is, but the reality of what goes on inside could be different.
Oh, I think all of us are performing. It's great to sort of articulate, be your true self, but in order to fit in and navigate different systems and so on, that we're always presenting parts of ourselves or different parts that we think may help us in that time. Yeah. And and even when I first came to Hollywood, I was terrified about anxiety and not getting a job, and so having to build a sort of armor around myself of things that I thought indicated and represent somewhat of confidence. You do that and it works, but there's all these questions inside still. I don't know no matter how often I work or what happens, and I hope it lends itself to humility and curiosity. Sure. But I still think, what if this is the last one? And in this film, it was about doing away with all of those things, those walls I'd built up, and actually manipulating, exploiting my own sort of insecurities. And it was quite kind of therapeutic and freeing in that sense, but it was new territory for me.
Yeah. This looks like it's one of those fun adventure, great stunt type of movies. Did you have any favorite scenes that you guys shot?
Yeah, the car chases were just outlandish and insane. And I, I've done a lot of driving in other films and I ride motorbikes at home. And so I wasn't unfamiliar, but taking it to the streets of LA and then all of a sudden being slammed in amongst, traffic and other things and big handbrake slides and 180s and you're bumping cars and stuff was exhilarating and made me feel like made me feel like a big kid, you know, and I was like, I'm not getting in trouble for this, you know, I'm doing something
Right.
that feels very illegal, but they give me the thumbs up. So I think people appreciate it because so much stuff is done on green screen and special effects now.
Sure.
This is all shot in camera, so there's a grit and an authenticity that we haven't seen before.
Well, thumbs up to Crime 101. It's going to be in theaters February 13th. Thank you so much for your time this morning, Chris. We really appreciate it.
Thank you too.
Thank you, Chris.
Awesome.
Boy, that's a handsome fellow.
The cast is a smoke show.
I know.
A smoke show.
I know you are particular to Barry Cogan as well.
Right?
Yeah. And Chris Hemsworth.
I mean,
And I like Halle Berry and Monica Barbaro. She's in it too.
it's just
Yeah.
good grief.
Yeah. That looks really good though. That
It does.
movie.
No, the movie actually looks
They
really
sent it. We got the screener at 3:30 this morning. I started watching it, but unfortunately I had to do this stupid show. So.
Our job got in the way.
Yeah.
Another.